welcome back to Talkin Sports with Jake. We're just doing a little sports talk today. Hope we're all doing well. Let's jump right in. Got the NBA Playoffs continuing. Second round continued last night. Bucks beat the Celtics 110-107 in a thriller. Giannis 40 points and 11 rebounds. Jason Tatum had 34 points in the loss. Bobby Portis, big play at the end. You had a free throw attempt from Giannis. Giannis missed the free throw attempt. And two Celtics were trying to grab the rebound. They banged into each other, which allowed Bobby Portis to grab the rebound and put in the easy two-pointer with about 11 seconds left. And Drew Holiday made two really good defensive plays down the stretch. He had the one play where he stole the ball from Marcus Smart and then threw it off of him as he was going out of bounds. And then after the two free throws to Milwaukee that put him up by 3, you had Drew Holiday. He stripped Marcus Smart once again and then ran out the clock. Well, I want to know is how is Jason Tatum, who's obviously your best player, one of the greatest players in the NBA right now, not get the ball? So you got, 10, 11 seconds. Why is the ball not going right to him? Doesn't make any sense. And even on the second time Drew Holiday stole the ball from Marcus Smart, on the inbound, why is the ball not going right to Jason Tatum? Why? That doesn't make any sense to me at all. And he was wide open on that play, too. If Smart was able to find him, he may have been able to drain a 3 and tie the game and send it to overtime. That could have been a very different situation if that happened, but I just don't understand how you don't get the ball to Jason Tatum in that situation. You gotta get him the ball. And then the Grizzlies absolutely thrashed the Warriors, 134-95. Outscored them 42-17 in the third quarter alone. Tyus Jones, 21 points, 9 assists. Looks like John Morant is done for the playoffs. Head coach Taylor Jenkins says he probably won't need surgery, but doubtful for the rest of the playoffs, so that's a big loss. But Grizzlies get Game 5 in convincing fashion. That was shocking. They forced Game 6. Golden State still lead 3-2. By the way, the Bucks took a 3-2 lead with their win. So Game 6, I assume, will be tomorrow night. So when Grizzlies were playing Whoop That Trick, which is a song by some rapper from Memphis, which has been like their team theme song or like rally call, whatever you want to call it, for the Memphis Grizzlies this year. And in the pregame, Stephen Curry said we want the Memphis Grizzlies to whoop that trick, kind of like taking a shot at them because that's like their rally call, and saying they want to finish them off. And then they were at one point up by 55 points in the third quarter or the fourth quarter, sometime in the second half. And that song is blasting, and then the Warriors are laughing because they're like, they're only playing it because of what Steph said in pregame. So Draymond Green started dancing, Steph's laughing. That was pretty funny. But Memphis cruises past Golden State in Game 5 to force Game 6. As for tonight, we got 7 o'clock on ESPN, Heat and 76ers. Game 6, Heat lead 3-2. And 9:30 on ESPN, we have Suns and Mavericks. Game 6, Phoenix leads 3-2. So that's what we got going on for the NBA playoffs. Some NBA news, small piece of news. Nets general manager Sean Marks did a press conference where he said that the goal for next year is to have everyone available at all times, and he said he mentioned Kyrie Irving in that. So we'll see if that will light a fire in the Brooklyn Nets. Obviously, Kyrie Irving only played 29 games last year, mostly because of the New York City vaccine mandate. Didn't allow him to play at home. At first, they weren't playing him at all. And then when they had all the COVID issues, they decided they were going to play him when they could on the road. And then eventually the mandate got lifted for professional athletes and performers in New York City. So that allowed Kyrie to play down the stretch, even at home. So that's Sean Marks' message to the Brooklyn Nets to see if they follow it. Also, they had injuries here. Kevin Durant missed a bunch of time. Joe Harris missed a lot of time this year. Alfie Ben Simmons didn't play after they got him to the trade deadline. So Brooklyn's got a lot to work on this all season. Before the NHL playoffs, first round continued. The Rangers beat the Penguins 5-3. They forced Game 6, so big win for my Rangers. They avoided elimination. Igor Shesterkin played another really good game. Philip Hedel, first career playoff goal for him. Getting back Ryan Lindgren definitely made a difference. Supposed to giving up 35-plus shots, to give up 31 shots, and it made a whole difference, even though 31 shots given up still isn't great, but when you have a goal like Igor Shesterkin, that's enough. Jake Gunsel 2 goals for Pittsburgh. He's got 7 goals this series. My goodness. And Sidney Crosby suffered an upper body injury. He took a big hit from Jacob Trouba, who will not be disciplined for the issue. And thank God, I was so afraid they were going to suspend him. He did not still get suspended if you watch the hit, but Rangers a lot of times get the short end of the stick there. Thankfully, Anderson made the right decision this time. He missed the third period. He will be evaluated today, so we will see if he will be available for Game 6. If he's out for Game 6, that's big. That will be big. Game 6 will be at PPG Paints in Pittsburgh tomorrow. Panthers beat the Capitals 5-3. Another comeback win for Florida. They take a 3-2 series lead. Carter Verhaeghe had another 2 goals. He had a big night. We had Flames over the Stars 3-1. I was watching the third period of that game. Flames scored 3 in the third period. They win 3-1 in Game 5. They take a 3-2 series lead as well. As for tonight, 7 o'clock on TNT, Hurricanes Bruins Game 6. Carolina's up 3-2. They have a chance to put away the Bruins. Bruins trying to force a Game 7. Maple Leafs Lightning Game 6 tonight, 7:30 on TBS. Maple Leafs lead 3-2. Game 5, they had a come from behind win. That's been a really good series. Toronto trying to finally win the playoff series, facing the 2-time defending champs from the Tampa Bay Lightning. Tampa trying to force Game 7. Wild and Blues Game 6 at 9:30 on TNT. Blues lead 3-2. The winner of that series will face the Colorado Avalanche in the second round. Avalanche has the most points in the Western Conference this year. And then at 10 o'clock on TBS, we have Oilers and Kings. What has been a back-and-forth series. Kings lead 3-2. Oilers went up 2-1. They were scoring 7-8 goals a game. And they looked like they were going to win. And the Kings won the last 2. One overtime in Game 5. They survived the Oilers' comeback. Adrian Kempe, OT winner. He had 2 goals that game. So, a lot of good playoff series in the NHL. That's it for the NHL. Take a look at some MLB. We have a bunch of games going on right now. I am actually currently watching the Mets Nationals. I'm a big Mets fan. Mets lead the Nationals 3-0 in the top of the 4th. Athletics lead the Tigers 3-0 in the bottom of the 3rd. Astros lead the Twins 10-2 in the top of the 6th. And Orioles lead the Cardinals 1-0 in the bottom of the 4th. Before we get to the rest of today's game, let's go over the scores from yesterday. We had Yankees over the Blue Jays 5-3. Pirates over the Dodgers 5-3. Reds over the Brewers 14-11. Guardians and White Sox game was postponed. Phillies over the Mariners 4-2. Marlins over the Diamondbacks 11-3. Giants over the Rockies 7-1. Cubs over the Padres 7-5. Nationals over the Mets 8-3. Rays over the Angels 4-2. Athletics over the Tigers 9-0. We had the Braves over the Red Sox 5-3. Cardinals over the Orioles 10-1, and the Royals over the Rangers 8-2. As for today, the rest of the games, we got at 3:45, Astros and Twins, 6:35, Reds and Pirates, 8:05, Royals and Rangers, 8:10, Yankees and White Sox, and at 10:10, Phillies and Dodgers. That's what we got for baseball. The Brian Nelson tournament in McKinney, Texas gets underway today. It's the last tournament before the PGA Championship, which starts next Thursday. That should be a lot of fun. We got NFL schedule actually releases tonight. I actually thought it was Sunday, but it releases tonight at 8 o'clock p.m. on ESPN2. There's been a couple leaks. The Chiefs and the Bucks will be playing on Sunday Night Football, Week 4, so Mahomes versus Brady rematch. That's what we know. I know Broncos and Rams will be playing on Christmas. So, a couple of games so far. Obviously, I went over the international games a week or two ago. They're playing a couple of games in London. They'll be playing in Germany and in Mexico City this year in NFL. So, that's what we got going on for the NFL. That's really all I have today. There wasn't much going on in sports today, but as usual, I want to just give you the rundown of what's going on in sports right now. So, until tomorrow, so long, and have a great day.